Welcome back to the Garden Diaries, where I am trying to turn my fairly boring garden into my dream country cottage garden, and today I feel like we made really good progress. For the last few weeks we've been in maintenance mode with the garden because we've had quite a few busy weekends, but now that it's the Easter holidays and my husband is home to help and we have this glorious early spring weather, we decided to have a full-on gardening afternoon and do as much as we can, which takes quite a long time with 3 children in tow, but we do like to include them as much as we can with our gardening. So I made a start on planting some of the 300 bulbs that we've got, and I soon realised this was quite a tedious task. And then my husband suggested that we went to Morrison's to see what plants they had there. They always have really good plants at our Morrison's, and we were looking for some to fill in the rest of the border, the one that I mentioned in previous videos that gets really waterlogged. So we thought the grass might be a good option because that said it was a hardy plant. And I also found some cottage garden plants, and some of those were on 3 for 2. So this is what we ended up getting, our little plant haul, if you will. So I'm going to put the cottagey ones in some pots, the hollyhock in a different bed, and then the grass ones and the other one are going all along the waterlogged border. And while I got to work on the hollyhock, Joe planted some potatoes in our makeshift allotment bed. Now this is one of the problems with our garden, is that the soil is so clay-like and hard, so Joe had to come and help me. This corner gets a lot of sunshine, but it's really hard to get the plants in, but the plants do really well in this corner. So this is where I put the hollyhock. I thought that would be a nice addition to this bit, and there was a gap where a previous plant, I think it got destroyed by my dog actually. The culprit in question, my Rosie dog, who always likes to be near me. If it's not a child, it's a dog that's following me about. So this is the border that I was talking about, and we've tried so many plants in this particular part of it and not many have survived, so we're hoping that this one does. And this was much easier to get in. On the other side of the steps, it doesn't get a lot of sunlight, to be honest, so we were debating what to do with it, and in the end we decided to pull up this ivy, which was filled with spiders. Oh, I did not like that, but the girls were fascinated by it. And actually my daughter's next topic at school is mini bees, so she was loving seeing all the worms and the creepy crawlies that were coming out of the ground. Anyway, I planted the final grass plant and I was really pleased with what we got done today. That's all I ended up having time for. I already think it makes a huge difference, and I just really hope that these plants grow and thrive. And then it was time for the least favourite part of gardening, which is tidying up. We're hoping to get another lot of gardening done this week before we go away at the end of the week, so make sure you follow along for episode 4.